Catherine takes on Meghan. The Steely princess has had enough. Catherine clearly becoming the strategic power behind the throne. At the height of all the Harry and Meghan nonsense, one of the most important challenges facing Buckingham Palace had to have been Meghan and Harry's interview they did with Oprah. And the horrible aftermath with accusations of racism and cruel treatment. How should they answer? How tough should they be? Well, according to a recent book, it was actually Catherine, the Princess of Wales, who pushed the Queen to declare that recollections may vary in her now infamous response to Harry and Meghan. Behind the scenes, Catherine was even steelier, reportedly, than Prince William, in helping to come up with the robust palace response to Meghan and Harry's racism allegations they made in that horrible interview. It has been reported that Catherine and William agreed that a toughened-up statement needed to be released after Harry and Meghan's televised bombshell. That Catherine would want to take on Harry and Meghan may come as quite a shock to many people. The then Duchess of Cambridge may come across as demure and charming and basically inscrutable, but behind the scenes apparently she is a lot stronger than she seems. Reportedly, courtiers will compare her to a steel marshmallow or an iron fist in a velvet glove, in much the same way as Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother, was once described. As one palace official is quoted as saying by Valentine Lowe in the updated version of his royal book Courtiers, she does not get as much credit as she should because she is so subtle about it. She is playing the long game. She has always got her eye on, this is my life and my historic path, and I am going to be queen one day. After Meghan and Harry claimed that when Meghan was pregnant with Archie, there had been concerns expressed by people at the palace about his skin color, a racism storm made headlines all around the world. The shocking claim triggered so many crisis talks at Buckingham Palace during what was a difficult time already because Prince Philip was in the hospital. Now, in the interview, Meghan said that she had called the Queen directly to check on his condition, although he did pass away about a month later. The interview was televised on US TV, and it was in the early hours of the morning UK time, and a whole team of courtiers apparently stayed up late to watch it. There was a lot of debate on what the palace's response would be, and apparently a draft statement was said to have been ready for release by 2 p.m., so the palace in the end decided to stay silent. An insider reveals in Courtiers one of the reasons was that the late queen was adamant that she was going to watch the program first, so that meant they had to wait until it was broadcast on ITV on Monday evening. And so on Tuesday, apparently the serious negotiations started over the official response to Harry and Meghan, and William and Catherine were leading the fight back. According to Courtiers, they sat together on a sofa as they discussed with their officials how to handle Meghan and Harry's incendiary allegations. And initially, the draft palace statement was a much milder version. Now, the book says William and Catherine were clear which side of the debate they were on. They wanted it toughened up a bit. It was said that the couple, who by then had more than their fair share of run-ins with Harry and Meghan, were adamant that this does not stand. William made it clear that Harry and Meghan's claims shouldn't go without question, and Kate supported that idea. But reportedly, she was even more firm than him on the matter. When a courtier first suggested the recollections may vary phrase, which was hailed as a classic iron fist and velvet glove royal maneuver, at least a couple of palace officials argued against it because they were worried that it would upset Harry and Meghan even more. But reportedly it was Catherine, the then Duchess of Cambridge, who pressed home the argument that it should remain, and the late Queen approved of the toughened-up draft. Now, the book quotes a source as saying it was Kate who clearly made the point. History will judge this statement, and unless this phrase or a phrase like it is included, everything that they have said will be taken as true. Valentine Lowe said, she made the argument that we've got to lay down a marker to say that we challenge some of this narrative. Otherwise, it will just be accepted as true. We've got the future reputation of the royal family to think about. And this really shows a side of Catherine that is not always appreciated. The fact is, she's a lot stronger than she seems. Lowe also wrote, we think of her looking lovely, wearing nice frocks, taking on good causes, but we rarely see the toughness in her strategic thinking. She's thinking about the long term. She's thinking, if we let Harry and Meghan control the narrative completely, that's what's going to be accepted forever and a day, and we have to make clear, no, we the royal family do not accept everything they've said. Clearly, Catherine, as the wife and mother to future kings, is becoming the strategic power behind the throne, and it's so interesting to find out how central she is now to the royal family. Now, maybe the throne is a ways away, but her power and influence within the firm are important to its survival. In other news, what in the world were Harry and Meghan thinking, claiming that they were going to get an Emmy Award? I mean, I had to pick myself off the floor because I was laughing so hard. Now, supposedly, Emmys are given to people for quality work, not made up lies and deceit. I mean, even they wouldn't sink to the level of this trashy lie fest that Meghan and Harry put out. So yeah, Harry and Meghan, sure, the Emmys were considering you. Nobody believes that. Not now, not ever. But we do love when the two of them show up to receive an award and spew a bunch of word salad nonsense at the podium and fake effusiveness. Maybe a substitute really is required. Maybe Meghan and Harry could receive an award for being the biggest liars in the world. It is pretty entertaining to watch the two of them pimp themselves out for an award and an opportunity to trail a noxious liquid brownie on the red carpet. In their case, though, the trail would be twinned. Maybe we could call it the Intimate Award. It would be pretty appropriate, I think, for what they put out. And what would the category be? Who knows? Maybe it could be the worst thing ever produced. Emmy Award? I don't think so. Enema? Yeah, maybe, because that is what they deserve. Maybe Meghan could wear that hideous Green Hornet dress again to accept this Enema Award. I think that would be pretty appropriate. She, after all, does love to flaunt her money and her big booty, too. What is becoming even more ridiculous, though, about this couple is that they really are so dumb. They believe that just because Harry is the son of the king, I mean, Meghan doesn't have anything to offer, but they believe they can just bypass any processes and rules to make themselves seem important. Honestly, I can't help but laugh that these two are still doing this stuff in difficult times such as these.